It is 10 a.m. and there's nothing but clouds in the sky, and we're running out of battery pretty quickly. We are on a mountain. Hills, 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 hills. Not a lot of range, and it looks like not a lot of sun, at least right now. I really hope these clouds disappear. Oy. Yeah, it's hard to predict what the weather will be because I'm in a different part of the mountain now. So I'm not just assuming it's all the same everywhere. Because also, like, we're getting closer to Lake Tahoe. Well, technically, we're actually a little bit further away because the bike map that I'm using, it goes kind of like away and then back towards. So we're in that part where we're like away. But as you can see, this is way safer than Highway 50. There's way less traffic, and mostly there's a shoulder, but sometimes not. Oh my goodness, Amorcito is so tired. Oh, little baby, so cute. Oh, yeah, they've been working out today. Lots of walking up hills. Oh, my little love. Damn, there was a moment with Amor this morning where they would just not listen to me, and it was so stressful. And I hit her. I feel so... I'm like grieving. I'm grieving the violence that my body manifested through our relationship. I'm like, damn. And the thing is, too, like, I also did some, like, anger releasing stuff. Like, I just did some screaming and some grunting and just some, ah. But fuck, I don't know. It's like, I guess in that specific moment, I just wanted her to pay attention to me. I'm like, look, dude, look, listen, like, hello. She's trying to chase squirrels and stuff, which I get. It's like, okay, you're a dog, but it's our safety, and there's cars running by us, and like, the bike already fell over one time today. That was wild. It was scary. I had a lot of fear. I'm so glad Amor was safe. They moved out of the way, because it definitely fell on their side. But yeah, there's like, it's really hard to get it off this kickstand. I have to use a lot of force, and it's been hurting my back, and so I tried to do it without like straddling the bike so I could not hurt my back, and the bike just fell over. So it's really an art and a skill to navigate this big piece of machinery. It's so loaded. It doesn't seem like anything is broken. The solar panels seem to still work. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Ah, damn. I really didn't want to set up camp this early, but... Well, actually, I can't even go down this road anyways. It's way too rocky on the bike. It's kind of hard to tell from here, but there's no way I'm going to bike a mile and a half down these big rocks. It's just not worth it. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to eat breakfast here. I woke up at 5 this morning. It was amazing. It was amazing. The moon was out. We are in a waning moon. I'm still learning about the moon and stuff. Oh my god. Ugh, I'm in love. Yeah, the moon was like lighting, giving me some light so I could start packing up the bike. I'm learning that it takes me about an hour and a half from like wake up to like take off. Yeah, to like brush my teeth and to pack all the things and all the things. So, yeah, we left at about 6:30 and now it is 10, so ooh, we've been traveling for a few hours and it's time to eat some breakfast. Ugh, really surrendering right now to the elements. Yeah. And now that I'm not like camping in my dirty, dirty, dusty campsite, I feel like, I don't know, I would really love to shower or like bathe in the creek. So I'm hoping that there's like a spring or something that's like closer towards the road. It's hard to tell from the maps because the maps will indicate it's a spring, but then you never really know. you know? Or at least with the creek it happened, but maybe with springs it's different. We will see. But apparently, like further down the road, a few miles down, I should say a few miles up, it's really uphill, I could see it from here. There's a spring, so it would be so amazing to like take a little bath, a little swim. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really feeling the tension of like how far away water is from the path that we're biking on. Like this morning, for example, it already ate up 25% of our battery just to make it out of our camp spot where the water was, up back into the main road to continue the journey. And I'm just like, dude, the hills were so steep. I had it on max power and I was going like 5 miles an hour and sweating. Yeah, maybe it is a good time to stop, even if it's early as hell. Because hearing myself talk, I'm like, wow, we really have done a lot today. It's been an early start. So, yeah, maybe like, just pray for the sun to come out so we can recharge our battery. Because I would definitely prefer to camp in a spot that is where I can bike down, where I can have access. Because this stuff, there's no way I'm going to walk 1.5 miles to like carry all these bags up and down. No. I gotta stay close to my bike because it has all the things. So, yeah, I really hope we don't have to camp here, but we do have enough water. We don't have to hike down there, but if we run out of water, we can always hike. But I prefer to just, like, yeah, hopefully just wait and see if the sun comes out and we can charge the battery. I would love to continue the trip tomorrow as well, but since we already have been going 2 days in a row, we'll see if the battery has enough stamina. I would love to enter a flow where I could bike every day and get into this rhythm with the sun where I'm charging and then like full battery and then biking. But at this point, I have little confidence that I'll be able to have a full battery, and I'm not gonna leave until I have a fully charged bike battery because these hills are steep. So it just literally doesn't make sense to pack up all this stuff and to keep going if we're gonna run out of battery in like 20 minutes. It's just not worth it. But I'm feeling anxious. I want to get to Lake Tahoe. I would love to get to Lake Tahoe soon. And I hope I could find a warm showers host too and have myself a warm shower. I have not had a warm shower in a long time. I would say about a month at this point. Jeez. Wild to think about. This really is a pilgrimage. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, time to eat. Actually, one last thing before I eat. I'm proud of myself again, smitten, because I figured out how to put the solar panels in the front. They get more sun this way, because before I had them in the back, and my whole body was like shading it, so it wasn't even really getting that much. So at least we got like a tiny amount of sun earlier, but yeah, I'm not feeling too... I don't have a lot of faith that these clouds are going to clear up, but you never know. We will see. God has changed, so... But yeah, there's like these little, what do you call them? On both sides, little holes. And so I strapped the bungee underneath. Yeah, very happy with myself. And then we got this insulation here so the bike battery itself does not overheat as well as the cooler. So, just smitten with myself. But also, I am worried because this new battery I got, this big old battery, like I mentioned, the description does not match the actual product that I ordered, so it's really frustrating. So I was hoping it was going to turn off once the battery was at 10% when I was charging my bike battery last night, but it did not, and so the battery completely depleted, which is not good. I don't know what the impact is. I don't understand. need to like research it, but I don't have actually internet in this exact spot conveniently. Cause I'm stuck here. Ay. But I just feel anxious and worried, and I'm just like, this piece of shit. I'm so angry about this whole battery situation. Yeah, I feel super frustrated at my limited access to resources and my limited income right now. My income consistently takes a dip in the summer because people, for some reason, are like, well, I guess people are traveling and stuff in the summer, and so they're not uh, as available to do coaching consistently. So, uh, yeah, I'm frustrated because I thought I was gonna save some money by like camping and, not paying rent, but jeez, I feel kind of like I'm stuck in this loop here where it's like all of my energy goes into like camping. That I'm like blogging some, but I'm like, well, that's not making me money, but that was the point of this trip. ah, uh, yeah, is there some kind of like, I don't know. I mean, a writing retreat is really what I need, but I wish there was somebody who would sponsor me in my spiritual path, in my divine purpose of like helping the entire world awaken through my writing. That's really what it's about. I'm writing about some really deep, truthful things that have only become present to me because I'm on this trip, and I'm excited to publish them, but that feels very far out of reach, at least not until I get to Tahoe, and I'm still editing them too. But anyways, all to say, I feel like I'm in a pickle a bit with resources, and I have a wild fantasy that some wealthy person would just sponsor me and sponsor my purpose, and somebody who believes in my work who could just invest in me to really focus on my writing. That would be ideal. I know I'm 110% certain that I will publish multiple books in my lifetime. That was what inspired this whole trip, is like I'm realizing through trial and error with like making money through my personal offerings and not through somebody else's vision. Like I'm really carrying out my vision, and I've tried different things, different niches, and this is where I've landed. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a writer. Like, yeah, that is certain. So definitely cannot afford to live in the Bay Area when pursuing a writing career. Adrienne Maree Brown inspires me in that way, because they used to live in the Bay, but then they moved to Detroit to save money. And I was just listening to a podcast a couple days ago, the End of the World podcast with Adrienne and Autumn, their sister. They host this podcast, and they were just talking about how they had moved out of Oakland to pursue writing in Detroit, where rent was like $400 a month, and they had an apartment to themselves. And look at Adrienne now. So, oh, why does that make me want to cry? I'm inspired, and it's also really hard to leave home. But it's all for a bigger purpose than me. And really, I can't live if I'm not connected to my purpose, so it's all worth the struggle. But I'm in deep transition, and I know one day I'll look back on this and I'll be like, wow, I remember when I was going through my Saturn's return and like took this pilgrimage and like was scared of running out of money and resources. Like, damn. And I was also listening to this podcast by Sarah Faith Gottesdiener, who is teaching me a lot about the moon. She is a queer, white, Jewish woman, and has an anti-colonization lens, which I really appreciate. And she was talking, too, about money in this podcast, in her podcast, and how, like, in order to be, like, spiritual or live a spiritual life, you don't have to subject yourself to poverty. So I'm really looking at that, too. Like, definitely I don't want this to be a forever situation. It's way too stressful on my nervous system. And I can only imagine that part of me lashing out on Amor today when I was so concerned about our safety and I was frustrated that she wasn't listening. I can only imagine that background stress of like worrying about our safety, of like, do I have enough money to keep us safe? Do I have enough resources to keep us safe? Are we gonna have enough batteries? The battery broken? Like, I don't know. That definitely is part of my energetic field, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm trying to balance it as much as I can. I think being covered in dirt is part of the balance. Anyways, thanks for listening to my thoughts and my process. It's 5 o'clock now, and we're taking a little breakity break. I see you in there, Amor. Hi, cutie. Yeah, Amor did so good. Look at this hill we just climbed. Wow. And we still have more to climb. It may not look like much, but it feels like a lot, I'll tell you. I'm smitten with myself once again. How many times can he be smitten with himself in one day? In addition to grieving and just, yeah, it's a full spectrum of the friggin' human experience out here in the woods. But yeah, check out the solar panel setup. Fucking brilliant. And it is safe, yeah. But this way I have all 4 panels out instead of just 2. And it actually is like a double bonus because it provides shade for Amor, which is essential because she overheats like super quickly. Yeah, so it's been sprinkling off and on today, but luckily I've been able to keep my things dry. Yeah, and like the solar panel, the cord goes around here, and there's just enough slack. It's not, hold on, it's not too like bent or like shoved in there. There's just enough slack. That's what I learned from last time. Well, the first time I tried to do this, which is what ultimately gave me problems with my little battery. Yeah, I put too much pressure on it, so I'm feeling really smitten with the way I'm integrating and getting creative. There's so many possibilities of like how I can set up these solar panels, and I'm just smitten that I'm able to optimize. It is annoying to carry like really heavy weight with both the small battery and the big battery. But today I had an opportunity to use both, so that was really cool. And at the same time, as I was using the Jackery, the one that I have to fiddle with quite a lot to get it to work, I was really feeling present to like, if I did not have the big battery, I would have so much anxiety about not knowing if that Jackery is reliable or not, because it takes a while to get it going. It's anxiety inducing, so really relieves some of my anxiety to have the big one, even though the big one is like literally not what I asked for. It is of lower quality than what I thought I was getting, so. But when I get to Tahoe, when I get some internet access, I'm gonna see if I can return it. Yeah, ideally I'd like to just swap it out for the one that I thought I was getting, because that is what I literally need. It's lighter, it charges more quickly, and it gives me way more feedback than this one does. This one is like, it's like the Nokia phone compared to like the Apple iPhone or something, you know, like a smartphone. It's so basic and just like not helpful in that way, so yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just cleaning my face. And now that I can see myself, I'm like, damn. He's dirty. But he loves it.